This book right here was inspired by an article in that same magazine about 3 years ago. There was a story about a murder case in Texas, a man named Joe Bryan, who I met 3 weeks ago in prison in Texas, who served for 35 years for killing his wife. He didn't kill her. He had no reason to kill her. He was 2 hours away in a hotel room when she was murdered by an intruder, and he was framed for the murder with some really faulty junk science, some bad courtroom forensics. And I read that article in the New York Times weekend magazine, and I was just stunned by it. And I said, this is too good to pass up. And I filed that away, and I went back to it last year and did some more research. So that's how I find stories. I mean, I'm always looking for, I love the idea of a criminal in prison wanting to kill his sister. I have an older sister, okay? No, I'm just kidding. She's a nice girl.
Yeah.
But no, family, that's family drama, serious family drama. It's criminal conduct. It's tremendous human suffering. I mean, think of what she's going through. These wrongful conviction stories are so compelling because there's so much suffering. Any time you have, that's why Southern people write such good stories, because we come from a land with a really tortured history, with racial conflict and lynchings and all that stuff.
Constant drama.
Serious drama. But the wrongful convictions all have tremendous suffering, injustice, waste, the human waste of a man in prison for 35 years for somebody else's crime. And who knows what the real murderer did after this poor guy was convicted. I've always been amazed at what would you do if you committed a murder and you watched as the cops got the wrong guy, marched him off to court, put him on trial, jury convicted him with the shady evidence, whatever, and he goes off to prison or death row. And you're thinking, hey, this is pretty cool. I got off. You know, what would you do? Nothing. You're lucky. The cops got the wrong guy. That's what happens in every one of these cases. We had a case in North Carolina where they got the wrong rapist. By the time they found the real one, 7 years later, the real rapist had committed at least 20 other rapes. They got the wrong guy. The cops blew it. That's what happens with these wrongful, that's why they're so bad. But they're fantastic stories from a storytelling perspective. I mean, I can't write all of them because they're true stories and they take a lot of work, and I'm not that, you know, I'm pretty lazy, even though, well, I mean, it looks like I'm working a lot, but I don't want to go research for 6 months or 12 months to write a story.
You want to sit and write.
I want to sit and write.
Yeah.
And the thing about fiction, you don't have to go research, you just make it up. You know, if I write a story set in Amsterdam and I'm not sure about, you know, which hotel or which canal to shove the guy into, I'll just make it up, okay? And nobody knows the difference.
Easy.